So not a traditional start to the video, but I do find myself just outside Sabadi Bakery. I'm sniffing in about 300 calories of fat grams. Anyways, let's head up to the construction and see what's going on. Today the dream team is continuing on with the fence. Right now this side's pretty much done. They're sharpening up the tops now, and then they'll be cleaning up the vertical posts. See here, they've got the sharp angles on it. I don't know if you can see the plumb line here. They've got one going straight across, so they know where all the tops are going to be. But let's go inside and see what's going on. So a couple of the ladies right now are scraping off all the excess cement and paint, concrete, whatever's been spilt. They did upstairs yesterday, two of them. They did the windows as far as they could reach, so you can see at the top where they can't reach. Yeah, they could have used one of those stools the other lady was making yesterday. For the last week she's been making them. That's okay. That's why I'm here. Reach the high spots. But yeah, so today the curtain rod, window rod, drape guy, he's supposed to be coming out and doing the install, and then we can have the painter do some more touch-ups. We're holding off on the fabric and the vinyls and whatever the curtains and stuff are until, there's the kitchen, until next week. But we want to get all the rods done and everything, so then we just have to hang that stuff and we'll be on our way. Today also the water is supposed to be tested. Yesterday I came last night and the bathrooms had a lot of water in the floors and stuff, so I don't know if they were, I just don't know. I'm not going to guess. But right now they've run a hose direct from the city out front. They've taken it right to our inlet pipe, so they've bypassed the pumps and all that stuff. So the only pressure they're operating with right now is city pressure, which generally is fairly weak, and that's why we have the pump to increase the volume and the pressure. The tiles were done in the kitchen yesterday. Let me just turn this around now. So here, yeah, the tiles were done in the kitchen yesterday. They've set up, they just need to be grout. Jen wants to go with a white grout. I don't know how well it's going to perform. A lot of these areas here have, get my finger out of the way. A lot of these areas here really don't have any line at all. They're pretty much two tiles touching, so I think that's always going to maybe be there, unless they put a little smear on top of it, but whatever. If they went like true black, I think that would be okay as well. Right now it's just kind of like a grayish, spacing with concrete. So anyways, but Jen wants it white, so we'll see how it works. Husband wife team, they're still here. They're making the cabinet for the bathroom mirror, and they're making the doors for it. It's quite a big unit. I probably showed it before, but I'll show it once it's done, once we get the glass for the mirrors and everything. Camera shy. Otherwise, yeah, let's go outside and see what's going on. So this is what they had going into the pump. So originally they had the pipe coming out of the water tank, the supply, and it's supposed to be like, at home we'd call that like a 2.5 or so. I don't know how many mil it is, 35 or something. Anyways, they had it reduced instantly to small, like this, coming out. And then they're going to run this puny 1-inch line to the pump, and then step it back up again here. So it's like choking the water all the way to the pump. The pump is very quiet. I don't know where it's pumping water to, because the tank is empty. I don't know if that should even be on. Yeah, anyways. So anyways, I said, no, you can't do that. You're like choking it. You're doing the Venturi effect. So they've gone with the volume now. So they've got the big pump. This is the water coming in. And then it comes out here under pressure, reduces, because they made all the house lines are really small. So anyways, it's been reduced to small. But otherwise we have all this water and we have no water getting to the pump. It's like having plugged up arteries. Oh, look, it's dripping here too, right from the pump. That's nice considering there's... Anyways. This is our water pump, continuous pressure. This is where it was leaking here to start. This is just, let's start with leak number 1. So he was smearing silicone around it to like glue it shut. Like, fuck, nobody. That's not the way. If he can't do it, we'll get a plumber. Just ridiculous. And then every step along the way has been leaks at the joints. I don't think they're using even the right glue on this PVC plastic stuff. Sometimes I see black glue, sometimes I see contact cement. I know when they did our pool, it was the white pipe though, but they used the purple, and then they used the yellow and stuck it together. Anyways, so Jen, who is the furthest thing from a plumber, is telling this guy how to hook it up. That's funny, but she's right. Hey, so noontime here. Noontime, that's noon. Noontime, no. It's noontime here, Friday, November 29th. Friday, November 29th. I was here this morning to open up the house, let the builders in, the construction guys. Did a walk around. There wasn't a whole lot of different from yesterday, so I didn't really tape anything. So I'm here now, see if there's anything different. I know they're having a little situation with the plumbing, and that goes back to like video 3 when I told you it's gonna be problems. Did they fix it then when they were wide open pipes? Nope. So let's go find out what's going on, how this day's going. The fence, the guys have been working on the fence for the last couple of days, so that's good. It's quite the process here, and I don't want to go into too much detail again. I've been stretching it out over the different videos, but they've got all the sharp corners on now. I'll probably show you a little bit of that, but anyways, there's P. Noon. He feels beaten down because, oh, they turned the water on, and if it's not leaking, which is a good thing because they can fix the leaks, then it's not flowing. So washing machine doesn't have water to that laundry room. No water to the laundry room, so that's the sink and the washing machine. So let's go find out how this is going to be rectified. Okay. Coming into the kitchen here. So this is what the water they were testing here, and they found that it's not flowing where energy's going. So it's supposed to be coming out of here for the washing machine. It's supposed to be coming here. So what they have discovered is that the fella that hooked this up, the plumber back in the early days, did not actually hook it up to the tank. So city line, basically, let's say to that wall, and then the filter, and then the tank, and then the pump is down below here. So none of that is tanked, pumped water. Instead, what he's done is he's hooked it up to the city water before it gets to all that apparatus. So there'll be unregulated pressure behind it, usually very weak, and when the water cuts occur, then there'll be no water to it. So that's absolutely wrong for obvious reasons. Going way back to my early videos, remember those 2 pipes that were here? That annoyed me for like the first 10, 12 months. It still annoys me because all they did was cap them, and put a tile over top of them many, many months later, when it should have been all removed properly and plumbed properly. And I brought that up numerous times. But anyways, the other thing I just noticed out of the corner of my eye is Jen's gone above and beyond and made another executive decision and done this now. Well, the place is starting to look more Thai every day, I can tell you that. I did just want to come back and correct myself. It's not the time now to be pointing fingers and saying who's right and wrong. Obviously, we know who that is if you've watched any of these videos. This whole plumbing thing. Ugh. So they're digging it all up now, finding out where they went wrong. The plumbing goes into their outhouse. At the same time, all of our bug pipe now apparently ends up there. I'm almost positive they've joined our bug pipe to the fresh water, but we'll see the first time we start pumping deep through the system, or whatever they use here. Fresh new walls, fresh new holes. Looks like you're gonna cut a trench along, run new pipes in, bust it through the concrete, the brick, the hollow, the brick, the concrete. A lot of work. It's always going to look like a patch job. Brand new house with these patch jobs. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm trying the boom mic out there, the shotgun, the Rode MEL shotgun mic. But what I was saying is that they're cutting that track in the wall. Run new pipes to the laundry. Brand new home. Land of Smiles.
Hey YouTube, it's Polar Time. My vlog will feature travel and adventure tour. Come along for the ride. What's stopping you? Come on, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Hey YouTube, it's Polar Time. My vlog will feature travel and adventure tour. Come along for the ride. What's stopping you? Come on, let's do this. Let's do this.